Black Ops 7 has the potential to be the best Call of Duty that we have seen in years, and this is not an exaggeration either. 3 days ago, we got the release of the multiplayer trailer, and just yesterday, actually, we got to see the release of the Zombies trailer. Both very good. About 5 minutes combined to watch both of them. Highly recommend going and check them out. They're very, very good. And yes, I'm serious when I say that Black Ops 7 has potential to be the best Call of Duty in years. Real quick, I have to say, welcome back to day number 268 of 500 posted straight in a row. That's what I'm doing. My name's Zach or Drive, but you can call me either one. Let's get into it. First off, let's get the obvious out of the way. If you just look at the Call of Duties, and if you're watching this, I'm sure you have played it, that we have had in the past couple years, they haven't been great. And again, I said it in yesterday's video covering the Zombies trailer. Black Ops 6 was not that bad as a whole, as a game, but there was definitely things that they could have tweaked, could have improved on, and that's what I think they're doing with this BO7. And they also showed 2 of the maps. One is called Den, and the other one, I actually don't remember the name, but they're both in Japan, and they said that Japan is going to be kind of the center and where all the stuff is based around for the storyline in this game. I think it could be good and give us a good 3-lane maps, classic 3-lane maps that everybody loves. That would be awesome for the program. But the maps themselves, they look visually very pleasing, and they said that in the video as well. But when we actually get to play them, we'll see how they actually play out. The reason that I bring this up is because in BO6, that was the main complaint from mostly the competitive community, I would say, but even the casual community, is that there wasn't good maps. So if there is good maps in BO7, it is essentially BO6 with a couple tweaks, making everything better, maybe even making the gunplay better, the specialists better, the perks better, because I saw they even edited some perks in different categories after they got feedback from the pros and the other players who they let come and play the game early. With good maps, you combine that all, it could be one of the best games ever. On the multiplayer side, I haven't even gotten to touch the zombie side, which is what I am personally very, very excited about. The zombies community has been praying to Treyarch for essentially 10 years since BO3. Maybe not as many, because BO4 really wasn't that bad, but ever since then, it has been dog. Straight up, it's been dog. So ever since then, people have been praying for them to bring back that OG feel to it, and I think they have. There's actually a picture that got leaked of what the HUD will look like for BO7. I'm pulling it up right quick for you guys to actually take a peek at. I don't mind it. I don't know how to feel about it at the same time. This is what it's leaked to look like. You can see you got the round up there, the gun down here, and it looks like you've got your gobblegums there. So they're still keeping the, you start with 3 gobblegum system. I don't really know how to feel about that one. I like spinning and getting the gobblegums personally. Maybe they did spin for them. I'm not sure. You can see right there also they have 5 perks, which we already knew was going to be a thing in this game. And then also there is armor down here, and it looks like a self-revive, and then you got your weapon, mini-map, compass, and if you're leaving your compass on, then hey man, go in your settings, turn your compass off. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. You do not need that compass up there, I promise. Oh, and we can see that there's health bars on the zombies again, which overall, I don't hate it, I don't dislike it, but it could definitely still look and feel a little more like zombies and not like multiplayer. You could make it have that Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4-ish feel again, and not the multiplayer feel that you do when you have a mini-map turned on, when you have health bars, when you have armor. But as we covered in yesterday's zombies video, that's where the cursed mode comes into play. It's basically good old zombies. It's the zombies you know and love that you grew up on playing. And this is also another reason why BO7 could be so good, because you have the generation, me, who grew up on the game and are now older. I'm 19 and I started playing probably first played it when I was 4, just don't remember, but I can vividly remember when I was 5 playing, so I most definitely played when I was 4. And you also have kids that are now growing up like I used to be, and who are getting involved in the community. You don't see them as often, you don't hear the squeakers in the lobby as much, mainly because they're so soft on the VC nowadays and everything, but they're still there, I promise they are. So you've got 2 generations, and if BO7 makes this the best COD that we have seen in years, me personally, I think the last good COD, the best COD we've seen in recent years is MW 2019, because I love playing posts with my friends. We played the crap out of that game, just playing Search 6-man. It was awesome, and of course that was also during COVID lockdown, so that might have boosted the stats there a little bit, but it was very fun. I enjoyed it way more than I have any recent games until BO6. As I mentioned earlier, BO6 wasn't bad, but there's definitely things to capitalize on, and hopefully they do it in BO7. So when comparing to recent CODs, I have to exaggerate that, because I am not talking old Call of Duties. If we're comparing it to old ones, I do not think it will be one of the best. No, maybe it'll come out and surprise me, and it will be, but I don't think so at the moment. Again, holding hopes up. It could be really good. Recent history, okay, recent CODs, it could be the best one, and it could spark a whole new generation of Call of Duty players, which could be good for the overall community. You have more players playing, you have more money going to the devs, blah, 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 blah. You know how the system works. Kind of skipping and jumping around here, I want to mention that Call of Duty Next is actually the next piece of information that we'll get on BO7. It is September 30th, so it'll be in 5 days, and then we have BO7 Early Access Beta, October 2nd through the 5th, which will actually be next Thursday is the 2nd, and then the open beta is the 5th through the 8th. So literally next week, we'll get so much info. We'll get COD Next. We'll see all that information. That'll be banger. I'll make a video on that, of course. And then we'll have BO7 Early Access Beta and Open Beta for a week, pretty much. And you're just going to be able to grind it, play what you want, and you get to play zombies at launch. And that is another thing that I think they're doing so great, because you have all of these beta players who are going to come play. And this is another reason why it could be one of the greatest CODs in recent years, if not in history. If they play their cards right, they could do it. And I have multiplayer with 6 maps in the beta. For a week, you get 6 different maps. I think that's more than we've had in recent history, and hopefully they're not just tiny, small gunfight maps like I know BO6 was. I'm just trying to think of other recent CODs that were as well. I honestly can't remember that far back off the top of my head, but I just remember playing Pit over and over in BO6 beta. Oh my gosh, that was annoying. But BO7 Zombies, you get farm survival map right off the rip. Yeah, you're only getting to play farm survival, but at the same time, you get zombies in the beta. That has never happened. I will personally be there making it. I will make content on that. Zombies community, be here. I'm going to do it. I hope y'all love those videos, because I'm a huge zombies fan myself. Multiplayer, I'm also huge. Zombies, I'm also huge. Campaign, it kind of died off for me as I got older. I can't even lie. But if they make a banger one, I will play it. I can make some content on it. I don't mind. Also, for you Warzone players out there, October 1st, in the middle of all this happening, there will be the World Series of Warzone, so look out for that. And this is something that I probably doubt a lot of you guys watching this are interested in, or maybe you are and you're proving me wrong, but the competitive side of Black Ops is looking good for the season. I can't lie, just today, actually, Kenny and Abizi got announced to be on LA Thieves, and they're on their roster. Their roster is solidified, and if you guys are interested in that stuff, please tune in, because I'm also very invested in the competitive side of Call of Duty. And if this is what I mean, it could be so good. BO7 could be so good, because we've already seen the potential for the multiplayer. We've seen the potential for zombies. And if competitive also elevates both of those things, really just multiplayer, elevate multiplayer, but you know, it'll still bring in players and they'll play zombies, and then it'll elevate that. You get the point that I'm trying to make here. It could be so good, and I think they are trying their best to listen to the competitive community and the pros, I should say, more than the community, and try and make the game tailored so it'll actually be good to play and be fun. And at the same time, we need the pros not to GA everything. Just gonna throw that one out there. All right, I'm done with that, just in case you guys aren't concerned with the competitive scene at all. I just wanted to throw it in real quick. If you are, trust, I will keep updating you on it. If not, don't worry about it. It seems like they're actually taking initiative on this one. They've already announced that there will be more post-launch content in this game than there was in all of MW3, I think is what they said, or maybe it was BO6. I don't know which one. They said one of the two, but it'll be good either way. Either way, that's a blessing for us. That means we get more content post-launch, and who doesn't want more content? That's going to keep the game fresher for longer, keep more people playing the game. Now here's the big problem. This could all go good, it could all go great. We play the beta, they take our feedback, they make the changes, and then we get to December and they take their month break that they take every year, and the game gets ruined by hackers, no updates, nothing fresh for an entire month, if not longer, because they like to take a long time off, and you don't see anything at all. That could legit kill the game right then and there. I think if we make it past that, it could be a very good game. It could survive its lifespan until the next Call of Duty, and worry about that when we get there. Maybe BO7 won't be so good. Majority of the community stays on it, like when we had BO2, for example. People played that one for years over other CODs because the other CODs just weren't hitting the same. Whereas this year, I feel like, or not this year, in recent years, everyone goes COD to COD because you're trying to get what you've been looking for. And as we grow up, like I said, my generation, if you're part of my generation or close to my age, you kind of move sides, and I feel like you kind of get into the more competitive scene, or maybe I'm just wrong, but you want to stay fresh, stay on a new game. Again, maybe I'm wrong and you don't care at all, but that's at least how it happens for me. And just the fact that they're releasing a new COD, I will be playing it every single year. I'm a diehard fan, what can I say? But that is why I think BO7 could be one of the greatest CODs in recent years, if not ever. I know we kind of rushed through everything in this video. I'm not sure how long it'll be. Hopefully it's not that long at all. I didn't want it to be long, but if I yap too much, I apologize. And we kind of honestly got out of order there for a bit, but hopefully we stayed in order good enough for you guys to follow along. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys are new, consider subscribing and joining the channel. I will plan to post BO7 content again. I gotta make some things happen to make it work, but I'm trying my best, and then I'll have content for you guys, and I would love to do that. Again, we'll post anything, multiplayer, zombies, and even if you wanted to see a campaign, I would do it. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys all stays, and I love y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.